I placed 100 players in a massive underground cave network with only one life. Their mission, to build a civilization from scratch. Surrounded by dangerous natives, they would need to adapt quickly to survive in the depths of this cave system. Watch as players innovate new methods to traverse between biomes, and devise strategies to overcome the deadly radiation zone. But will these players forge alliances and negotiate for peace, or will they descend into the depths of treachery and war? I present to you the 100-player underground civilization experiment in ARK Survival Ascended. We begin where the players awaken in a pen. But this time, they're watched by a cruel collective known as the Old Ones, a native group on Aberration. Their twisted forms loom under the torchlight, revealing a nightmare. And when the gates open, the survivors rush out. Some fall into traps and others leap off the cliff. Above, the Old Ones smile. The great game, in their eyes, has begun. Granted a day of peace, the players scatter through the vast cave system, forming groups driven by fear and paranoia, each team seeking to protect themselves from other tribes and these ancient mysterious beings. These ancient beings were known as the Old Ones, a small civilization that up until now had been lost in time. And they had made their home close to the portal, with various buildings that you'll see used throughout the event. But now we move over to a team named the Farage Fangirls. With only 6 members, they trusted their survival to their devotion of Nigel Farage. The Farage Fangirls was led by a player named Sir Nigel Kermit.
At the front of our base, we've now got billboards saying different Nigel quotes.
Really? The Farage Shrine.
Hello, Chungus, it is I, Nigel Farage.
It's beautiful.
And this team lived incredibly close to the Old One's base.
This is our Nigel Farage worship centre, where we talk about how much we love Nigel Farage. We go round in a circle and we share our favourite moments of Nigel.
Next, we have a group of 10, known as Pinto Syndicate. Setting up on a cliff platform near the Blue Zone, they had no intentions of war or conquest, seeking instead to simply mind their own business.
I have a speech to make here. For Beans and Glory, we are here to, we're not here to dominate. We're here to have fun, have a good time, be the beans, be the beefs, be the rocks, be the stones. We're here to live in harmony unless provoked.
Before we continue, I'd like to thank the sponsor of our video, World of Warships. This is a free-to-play naval warfare game where you can control real-world warships in massive 12v12 battles. With over 500 historic ships like cruisers, destroyers, and even aircraft carriers, there is a ship for every playstyle. Whether you prefer long-range artillery duels, swift tactical strikes, or even devastating torpedo runs, World of Warships offers endless strategic depth. There is new content that drops every single month, from fresh ships and nations to massive collaborations like Godzilla vs. Kong. In World of Warships, there is always something new to experience, so you're never going to run out of ways to dominate the seas. And unlike ARK, this game has functional water physics, dynamic weather, and over 40 unique maps that make every battle feel cinematic. If you would like to support this content, please use my invite code below, code BRAVO, and you'll get 7 days off premium, 1.5 million credits, 500 doubloons, and even a free warship when you sign up. But this is only for new players, so do not miss out. Click the link below in the description and claim your rewards now. Thank you to World of Warships for sponsoring this video. Next, we move on to the Aberrant Swarm, a group of 13 players led by a man named King Major Cheese, a player who had led in previous events. But as we leave Major Cheese to do his thing, we move over to our next tribe, America, led by the one and only President Trump.
This is America. This is our beautiful wall that keeps the illegal goopers out. We're gonna, God damn it, I started. Vote for us or vote for me. Donald J. Keefe. Thank you.
Luring a nearby wild Reaper Queen to their border, it was then trapped, where it could act as a makeshift border defense system. And yes, these guys were incredibly strict on their borders. They blocked the entire Blue Zone, and they weren't allowing any players to cross through. Inside of the zone, a group that may need to pay this tax was named Alcoholic Sanctum in the corner of the zone. Although small in size, at only 8 members, they had massive ambitions. Using a giant tame crab, they had acquired a rock drake egg. If they could get this egg to hatch and grow up, this group would be very powerful, as they would have a tame that wouldn't be fixed to the ground.
This egg, I climbed all the way down into the depths of the red zone and pulled it from a nest. And while I was being chased by rock drakes, so that we may reign supreme over all of the other tribes. Alcoholics forever! Yeah!
W! Wait.
Woo!
We now move on to a small group named the Goopers, who are having a little bit of trouble with the local wildlife.
Run, lead it away, guys, lead it away.
Lead it away!
They had built their base, if you can call it that, high up on a cliff jutting from the cave wall. Seemingly, the only method of entry to this base was a large tamed ape that would throw you over the chasm into the base. A very strange strategy.
You missed.
But I wish I could say their base has an equal amount of creativity and strategy put into it, because it is horrific. Next we have Thuglandis, a tribe of about 11 people, setting up near a resource-rich surface entrance. Their only goal was to build a casino.
We are allied with Domain of Rockwell, AH, the Little People, and the Aberrants, or something like that.
To this end, they built a zeppelin to help them farm. And of course, the idea of a casino was rather enticing to multiple other tribes. So Thuglandis was able to form some steady alliances already. As we continue to let them work on their casino, we move on to the next tribe. Welcome to Fireborn, a tribe of about 6 members. These fellas had a tough time securing their base spot, but led by their purple-suited leader, they were confident of survival.
Do not disrespect the purple man. I look horrendous.
Why are you purple? Wow.
Oh god, like why purple? What's the
Because
lore?
I'm fat and I'm called Chinos.
Flameborn had been working hard to upgrade from their little 3x3 to a monstrous fortress with specialized balconies for sniping down on attackers. And finally, our last tribe, the Cheesy Dwarfs. This was the largest tribe in the server, with about 25 men. However, this size always comes at a cost. The leaders were very paranoid of insurrection from lower ranks. As such, access to stores of resources and crafting areas were restricted to only high-ranking members of the tribe. Of course, with members not being able to access their own resources, this greatly hurt the production of the group. With every tribe working on their own accord, the stage was set to finish day 1. As day 2 begins, every member of each tribe could feel a sense of unease. Knowing that war would be on the horizon, everyone began to prepare themselves, as PvP was now enabled. The first conflict was started by the tribe known as the Goopers. The Goopers had managed to get word that the Alcoholic Sanctum was out to get them.
Why rush over Megalo?
They believed that the Alcoholic Sanctum lived in too close proximity to their base, so they decided to initiate a preemptive strike. The Goopers climbed the cliffs around the Sanctum's base and began firing down.
How is it? It's not Palanders either.
Okay, Panda, turn off your fucking light, please.
The rain of bullets soon found their mark, and the Alcoholic Sanctum began to take casualties. However, weathering the storm, Alcoholic Sanctum called upon their local allies for help. Soon to be reinforced by their allies, the Sanctum flew out to confront the Goopers. Finding themselves outnumbered and against a group with better gear, the Goopers fled home, but they would be followed all along the way. What started to be an offensive attack now turned into a defensive from the Gooper base. The allies of the Alcoholic Sanctum brought zeppelins and began dropping players into the Gooper base.
Might drop my glows. Get ready.
Run right now. Yeah, run. Let's start dropping my gloves.
Run. They're coming with the second zeppelin.
I killed the player.
We're gonna get hit by the second zeppelin.
I killed another one.
I'm coming over on the mountain.
Take him out, come on. I got him. Nice, he's in.
I killed him.
Kill the bear.
Killed another one.
Holy fuck. God damn.
Man,
Give
that was
the
really
station
tough tonight, dude. That was so like...
Oh shit!
Run right. No, that was stupid. That was so stupid. Go inside.
The Goopers, though losing only a few players, were drained of nearly everything. The attacking alliance had managed to wipe out nearly all of their tames and even breached the main building. With their defences shattered, the enemy looted all of their valuable resources, leaving nothing but ruins in their wake. But on a warmer note, over at the Aberrant Swarm's base, Donald Trump prepared to give a speech to the people. You may have remembered, you've already seen the Trump in the America tribe. Well, it seems there's now 2 Trumps in the server.
Attention to all my loyal followers. I've heard recently that there's some people out there pretending to be the Americans. They think that they've built a wall that's much bigger than ours, but they haven't. They haven't because they don't know who they're messing with. The Aberrant Swarm!
The Swarm!
The Aberrant Swarm!
And the original Trump at America's base, once he heard the news about an imposter, was not taking this well.
This is America. We own the finish line, and these stinky natives aren't going to take it from us. They'll be put in chains and killed. They tried to kill Doctor, they couldn't, and we'll be back. And we're going to kill all of them. Goopers, Cheesy, not one of them are going to be left. There's going to be a wall around the world. This is America. USA! USA!
Near the base of the Cheesy Dwarfs, another war had broken out, once again finding a ledge overlooking the enemy base.
Goopers are setting up like a little siege tower up really high. They're building something, we don't know what it is. I think they're going to try and parachute their way in, or they're just setting up a sniping tower to sort of threaten us.
The Goopers began setting up their siege on the Cheesy Dwarfs. As Gooper forces started to rain fire, the Cheesy Dwarfs knew they would have to push the enemy off before they could get established. But in a quick change of events and the Goopers taking many casualties, they were forced to flee, being harassed as they continued their retreat.
Hit marker? Hit marker?
Yeah, I got him. Oh no, the lag! Get him, Batman! He's jumped off,
One player known as Dodo was seeking to avenge those who had died. Seeing that his tribe were forced to fall back, he plunged himself deep into the Cheesy Dwarf's base. Outnumbered 20-1, he fought on ferociously. Awash in the sea of enemies, he refused to falter. Continuing to maneuver around the enemy, he was able to kill 6 of them by himself. His only goal was to try and buy as much time as he could for his tribe to escape. Eventually, Dodo was cornered, surrounded, and immobilized. But even then, he would not go down easily. Dodo had sacrificed himself to kill a great number of Cheesy Dwarfs, and allowed his friends to retreat to safety. And now, with everything in place, the Old Ones began to kidnap people.
These are the Farage guys. They're tame Espino.
Oh, he's threatening us! He's threatening us!
Bro, let's just bring him to base. You know, I'll just knock him out with my fucking club, maybe.
Knocked unconscious, the unfortunate survivors were defenseless, holding their prisoners in a makeshift cage.
Free me!
An iguanodon with a cart brought around, and the prisoners loaded on and brought back to the Old One's dwelling.
Are they gonna feed you to a dinosaur?
Brought the iguanodon. Oh no, I'm getting sacrificed. No.
Oh no. All players in the event begun to be incredibly scared of this Old One's tribe. After a few kidnappings and stripped of everything they had and now locked in a cell, the prisoners would be left with nothing except the fear of what the Old Ones had in store for them.
Sir, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and gentlemen, we're here today to hold this meeting against a certain tribe. known as the cheesy dwarves, because we don't like people that are shorter than, well, 160 in centimeters. Anyway, first of all,
Who's here real quick? Who's here?
I'm a representative from America.
Alcoholics.
Thuggalicious
gang. We all know that we hate the big tribe with the small people. We want them gone, and we don't want each other gone.
After that fine negotiation, we now go to a special message from Donald J. Keefe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Donald J. Keefe speaking. Let me tell you, I've seen a lot of things, tremendous things, and nothing is more tremendous than Mr. Smart Guy's Patreon. It's the best, folks. It's absolutely the best. You get amazing perks like priority access to civilization events, but believe me, these events are bigger than anything you've ever seen. They're gonna be huge, and weekly production calls with the top of the minds editing them. Unbelievable. I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling you to believe me right now. But I ask one thing of you. Click the link below and join Mr. Smart Guy's Patreon. Trust me, we're gonna win so much we're gonna get tired of winning. But thank you for listening to this message. I approve. It's gonna be huge.
Seeking to break the prisoners' spirits, they had been held in cramped cells, given very little food and water, and constantly beaten with bats. Once deemed ready, the Old Ones brought some of the members into fighting pits. The prisoners would be forced to fight one another to survive. Stripped of their clothing and humiliated, the prisoners were left with no choice. Stumbling forward, their gladiator-style fight began.
Oh my god, that headshot. You motherfucker.
At the start of day 3, prospects were looking good for the aberrant swarm. The multiple rock drake eggs they had acquired had now hatched, and although only one of them was in the baby stage, they would grow soon enough. And the tribe was given a newfound confidence, with Aberrant Trump giving a speech.
I've been looking around this map and I've been saying to myself, golly, we have some great people here in the aberrant swarm. We forgot the women's, and there's a wonderful women's in the tribe, and she does a great job at what she does. She's some of the best women's that I've ever seen.
After that lovely speech, we then go to the Aberrant Sanctum. Meanwhile, the Alcoholic Sanctum was hoping to finish the job they had started with the Goopers. So they informed their allies at America, telling them to get all of their boys ready for the fight. And American Trump had given a speech.
This is America, the home of the brave. We've lost many good men today, and accidentally killed Father Wolfric. It was a mistake, but we learned from the mistakes. But this does not turn us away from our enemies. We have grown in numbers, but also lost. America will prevail. The Goopers will die. No one will prevail against us. The wall around the world will be complete.
With everything now ready, Alcoholic Sanctum and America combined their forces to create a concentrated army. They would load up on Zeppelins and begin their assault to the Gooper base.
Oh, that was when I died when I was offline.
They're running. Whoever has C4, come to me.
Taken by complete surprise, the Goopers were immediately pushed back to their towers. Being outnumbered and unable to hold back the enemy force, the Goopers were quickly overwhelmed.
Oh, I think I headshot. Oh my god, 219 damage to the head.
In this fight, many Gooper players were separated and killed from the rest of the group. One lucky survivor, Palander, was able to escape and hide away.
My tribe has been killed, and I'm in a very sad state.
But as war raged on throughout the server, the Old Ones once again continued taking prisoners. And they weren't particularly nice to these prisoners either.
Fucking instant.
I've been captured. That is fine. Stop capturing my tribe members. That is not on. It's not on. These guys have been treating me unfairly. They don't give me food. They don't give me water. They flash lights in my eyes to give me seizures. I don't like it here.
However, these poor souls were not destined for the fighting pits. Instead, they were taken down into the spawn area, and given a 30-second head start to run away as fast as they could. After the timer was done, the old ones began hunting them.
Put me down now.
And so we leave them running away as fast as their little legs can carry them.
How long are they gonna give us?
The hunt begins.
Over at Pinto Syndicate's base, due to them not having attacked anyone, nor being attacked, were kinda just minding their own business, and built themselves a little town.
It is incredibly funny.
Beef, have you got the ACs, I'm guessing?
Whereas the Farage fangirls were also just doing their own thing.
I am Freaky Farage. We just love Farage. Nothing's really changed since the last time. Congress never seems so sus.
Nearby, Fireborn, reinforced with the only one surviving Gooper, Palander, were flying by in their pink zeppelins, so they decided to pay the lovely Farage fangirls a visit.
Do we know where the little men are? Because it is Nigel from. I'm reading some of the signs here. Mr. Smart Guy, more like Mr.
Turning now to the Alcoholic Sanctum, the rock drakes they'd gotten back on day one were nearing maturity.
My fellow thugs, we have prevailed against the pink zone, and we have emerged with a twin set of rock drakes. Their level may be low, but their usefulness is infinite. With this, we can procure many more until we have infinite amounts of them.
The team was excited, but they were too busy to notice Fireborn had attacked. Engaging in multiple strafing runs against the Alcoholic Sanctum, Flameborn were able to inflict decent casualties.
I got Marines. Guys are gay. Apache helicopter incoming.
Ammo and Batman.
Bro, we need flint.
Hey, flint.
But, like a real gunship, they had ran out of ammo, and they would be forced to disengage. Returning to those fleeing from the old ones, they had so far managed to avoid the crabs hunting them.
Alright, let's make a break for it. We got stamina. There's the hole. There's the hole.
And 2 out of the 3 of the prisoners thought they had found an exit, an escape route. But this exit was blocked by a sign, all part of the old one's twisted game.
No, wait. It's blocked off.
Nice try.
Hey, we can talk this out. Hey, damn you, Logan.
These 2 men were now caught, and the end would be near.
No! No!
Did I die?
One of the prisoners named Classic, who was caught, was accidentally thrown by the crab, and he managed to escape.
Yes! Yes! How did you let him escape?
He had landed in the water and survived. Back over at the Flameborn offensive attack, they had wiped out the remnants of the cheesy dwarfs in a swift single strike, a completely peaceful and passive group.
Breaching! Fire!
Whoa! Last one.
Fire!
Alright, get in.
Breach! Deep! Annihilate everything in here.
As all this was going on, we go to the old ones, where they had managed to get themselves another prisoner, Mr. Powerpoof.
My tribe's left me here. They forgot me. I'm all alone, and I'm getting a makeover. These natives are probably gonna eat me.
Once again, holding him in a cell, they began the process of breaking his spirit and tearing him down. But by stealing Mr. Powerpoof, the old ones had made a mistake. They had taken a member of the Flameborn tribe, and Flameborn had now planned a prison break. Flying in on their Zeppelin, this operation would be risky, but they couldn't leave their man Powerpoof to die.
We're doing. I see someone on foot. Someone down there on foot.
Hey, everyone start taking sniper shots. Fuck it. Free ball. They're at war right now.
Put a visual on the captive. Jumping down and using a crab to hold the old ones at bay.
You need us to save you!
Going down now, start going down now.
They began to break Powerproof out with C4. The old ones, surprised by an attack, tried to make a counter.
I'm stuck on the chair. I'll go handcuffs.
But they were too late. Powerproof's evac was ready.
Freeze.
Get in!
I'm free.
Get on your damn shit.
Get it!
Come on!
Get in the evac, go!
After managing to make it onto the Zeppelin, the entire operation had been a massive success. Powerproof was free and the old ones were humiliated. Flameborn had even managed to kill some of them. But most importantly, it proved the old ones were not invincible. The survivors could fight back, and they were going to. The player known as Shoulder Man had managed to acquire all 3 artifacts, and he could use these to confront the Mad King of the Old Ones.
We've had a difficult event, I would say. 2 artifacts in 1 hour and 30, and we're going to get our last one now. And Rockwell is going to fall by my amazing tribe's hands.
Day 4 begins with the Little Men. Sensing the Farage Fangirls to be the weakest and easiest to pick on of all the tribes, they decided to launch an attack.
I think they're mostly on foot, side front. James, can you warn our allies, VC7, they'll head over.
Yep.
Literally main gate, literally on the main gate, they're on it.
On the main, on.
Or
The Farage Fangirls fought as well as they could.
They are pushing, they're pushing in, they're in. They're in. They're not nading, you might want to run. They're not nading, I know they are, you need to run.
But they were no match for the ferocity and brutality of the Little Men.
I keep getting stuck in the ground.
Get out, just get out. You can get out.
I'm stuck.
breathing I'm not responsible to do.
In the end, they were all slaughtered, their homes pillaged, and their shrine to Farage desecrated. Leaving the ruins of the Farage Fangirls, we turn to Flameborn, who had stumbled upon another tribe.
Fire!
What does that mean?
Wait, are they landing there? Did they live there?
Yeah,
Okay, do we blow them up or not?
That's beef picks. Beefcake's on it. Chase that one. Beefcake.
Locating the leader of Pinto Posse, Beefcake, they immediately targeted him.
Take him down!
Alright, fire the cannon! Fire the cannon!
Oh my God. With their leader dead, the Pinto Posse would struggle to put up a coordinated defense. But all the same, they mounted up on their Zeppelins and flew out.
That hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's close. Drop me on their blip. I got C4. I'm taking him down. The one on the right.
I'll blow it up. No way, I got a chance.
I jumped. Blow it up. I'm on.
With all three Pinto Posse Zeppelins downed, Flameborn now had total aerial supremacy, and they used it to great effect. Those remaining in Pinto retreated to their base and began a sniper duel.
I'm getting bugged out. In the back. What the fuck?
Just yet.
If they have like a door open, I'm gonna run in and pull a dodo.
But owing to Flameborn's height advantage, this was over before it had begun. Pinto Posse was wiped out. Turning now to Shoulder Man and his loyal companions, they began to start the boss fight.
Oh, my beautiful tames, to be used exactly as they were bred for. Mass destruction and pain.
They would gather their dinos and go straight into the boss arena. Face to face with Rockwell, the fight began.
It's him! It's him! Finally, we want some of our revenge!
We will ascend. We're going to extinction.
Smithy and his friends were well armed and fast.
You were what to do, my friends. I will solve my purpose.
Do it without me. You were always the better one.
But the fight was not without losses.
Ivan!
Dr. Ivan Stegov had died, leaving Smithy and Danuli in a 2v1 against Rockwell and his minions.
Oh, I'm so close to death.
After a long fought battle, the end was near.
You beat!
In time and through great struggle, the heroes were victorious, and Rockwell was slain. I'd like to say thank you all for taking part and playing in this event, and thank you to my Patreon supporters. You help keep the editing team running and make sure these events are possible.